just finished up, guys, my workout. And I just want you guys to know it was a tough workout today because, sometimes when you start working out, you tend to stay in the same spot. So if you ever started working out, guys, and you feel like, okay, I need to move up a little bit, do a little bit extra, I highly suggest you follow your mind. By the way, this morning I got up early. It's Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope all is well with you guys. So today, as I laugh about it, and now that I'm finished, but I went up, guys. I started out with 40s. I went up to 120s, and today I added an extra 10 on my weight. So I'm racking pretty good when it comes to my squats. That was a plus. And on top of that, even with the upper body workouts, we are definitely getting that into play as well. But I just wanted to come on because I said, you know what? I know I posted Minister Mars. Let me tell you guys, if you guys have not watched the video with Minister Mars on how to choose God. Hello, Patrick T. Patrick, you mentioned that you emailed me a song. However, though, I haven't received an email from you, Pat. So just to let you know, that song that I know you and Brother Tyree were exchanging different songs and stuff yesterday in the chat. So I went and checked my email and I have not received it. So just to let you know, not sure if you had sent it to which account you sent it to, but I did not receive it. So I'm just letting you know that. Going back to what I was saying, starting out Yahoo, you sent it to Yahoo? Yeah, life with Paulette at Yahoo. I have not received it yesterday unless you're somewhere in my junk mail. I don't know why, Pat, but you probably ended up in my junk mail. I'm going to have to check the junk mail portion. But going back to what I was telling you guys, on today's Madness Monday, and I thought that I would just share with you guys how we must improve ourselves when it comes to anything in life. If you started off at one spot in your life and you're moving on and the time goes by, you have to adjust your sail. So me at the gym in my health and fitness, I started out with 20 pounds, 40 pounds benching, and I went up to 60s. Now I'm doing 120s, guys. Yes. And then I added on an extra 10 today. So today in total, I ended up with 130s because the last couple weeks, we must start adding on and taking away what we no longer serve us. So when it comes to my health and fitness, I am squatting and benching what I used to do back in the day. I'm getting back up there. Yeah, it's going to take some time because this body is old and we need to work back up there. But after that week and scared of the sciatica, after that whole time that we had when it came to recovering, when I tried to push my body for six days consecutively, it don't work, guys. So all I can tell you guys is if you start anything in your life, today is Monday, I'm telling you, tomorrow's reset, that's another subject, but today we are going to talk about happy Monday and how you can add value to yourself as you progress on a consistent basis. So today, when it comes to my fitness, I've moved from 120s now when I squat to 130, and I'm looking forward to every 2, maybe 3 weeks, add on a little bit more so you can push through. So that's what I'm doing so far. And I also was bench watching on Minister Mars. Right now, I'm listening into I think it's Joseph. He did a sermon in regards to with Joseph, and let me tell you guys, that was like really good when he talking about how God sometimes send you, forward and ahead of everything else so that you can see clearly. And he talks about eliminating the things that's distracting when it comes to your surroundings so that you can focus and refocus appropriately. Sometimes we get distractions in our life, guys, and it can come in from a family member, it can come in from strangers, it can come from friends, it can come in from any surroundings that you come in, that you hang around or gather around, or you are loved. So he also talked about clearing out the space when it comes to your focus. And sometimes You got to just let it go. Let it go. Sometimes I'm a person like this. I don't have a problem forgiving a person or an individual, but they no longer have access, you know, to, I can't trust them. So that's where you will eventually get to in your life, that you will forgive, but then it comes to the point where my trust is no longer for sale. You can't trust some people because they're just scorpions. So in life, guys, I've learned you clear out all the clutter. Minister Mars talked about it when he spoke in regards to Jonah. Not Jonah, he spoke in regards to Joseph today, and I thought that was a great sermon, and I share that on my page as well, because sometimes as we get older and we are on our journey and on our search, sometimes Minister Mars say that you'll be put forth so you can see before everybody else. And let me tell you guys, I see you. Okay, and that's what I got so far. I only listened to half, and I was like, oh my God, let me jump on here so I can go live for 2 seconds so that I can get back to business, okay? Because we got to get this money together at the end of the day. So I only have a few minutes, but I wanted to come on just to share that with you on how you must learn to declutter yourself. And whatever distractions that you have, if you have people calling you all the time with scenarios and it's all about them, then at the end of the day, like right now, my brother called me and I was like, okay, I see you. I see you, but not right now. Okay, I'm not ready for no rock right now. All right, so that's where I'm at, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you, and sometimes that's where you got to put everybody on that. I see you list, but not right now. Sometimes that's the best place to go. That's the best place to be. And like I mentioned to you guys, today was one of those days where I saw increase, because you're going to put yourself in positions where you're going to see progression. You want to see your progress. You don't want to be the same old person as yesterday. I don't want to be the same color as yesterday. I don't want to be the person a week ago. I want to be somebody different. So how can you be somebody different? Is that when you show up, you have to show the change. It's like not trying to tell you all of the sermon, but when Minister Mars talked about the story with Joseph, and he said that the testing, sometimes we have to test who's coming around us sometimes. And he was like, Joseph ended up, he knew they were his brothers, but he didn't know if they were the same old behavior brothers. When he said that, I was like, oh my God, this Minister Mars got some bars, I could tell you. He got some bars, Minister Mars. I mean, all of if you're on SharePoint, on YouTube, I highly recommend go and bench watch Minister Mars. He broke that thing down on sometime, people will come in with that covering where it's like, okay, I see you wolf in sheep's clothing, because he said when Joseph saw his brothers, and he wanted to see if they were the same old people, the ones that sold him off, and he had at the beginning, he was like, he felt a certain way, because he's like, you sold me out, you did this to me, you did that, the normal things that people always want to go back on. By the way, Brother Jeremy is going to talk today, hopefully, Brother Jeremy, we're going to talk today about patience. And I think I don't know the whole title, but I know I caught patience. So I'm looking forward for that. That's coming on at 1. So that's why I jumped on real quick so that I can come in here and, just have conversations with you guys. But on another note, what I was mentioning, when Minister Mars was talking about Joseph, and he was like, he saw his brothers, they didn't know him, but he knew them. And sometime when that individuals or your surroundings, they think you don't know them, but you do. And I remember I was listening back in the day when I was, was in the world, and DMX said something that was so profound. He said, I expect people to be themselves. Expect people to be themselves. That's why they'll never surprise you. Okay? So Minister Mars did the explanation, guys, in regards to checking your surroundings, eliminating things that distract you. Sometimes you go ahead so that you can see the surroundings, and then you come back to the beginning again, and then you know just where you have to go. So I would highly recommend that. Go listen to that. And, just check yourself. Check yourself. That way you could avoid a lot of chaos, and you're surrounded in your own little circle. Sometimes it's good. It's good. It's good. Okay. It's good to go through certain things because you learn, and in your learning process, whatever you learn from that season, you can take to your other seasons with you. Don't stay there not repeating the same thing, because sometimes it's not that you don't see it. It's that you're making sure that whatever move you do it Christ-like, so that way you don't have to go back apologizing, or you don't have to go back feeling a certain way. And that's why when you check yourself, you also check in your surroundings at the same time. It's like driving a car. When I drive a car, I'm not just looking down. I'm looking to the front. I'm looking to the back. I'm looking to the side. Because sometimes, guys, and he also said that when you're starting your walk, or in anything that we do, guys, the places that you least expect chaos to happen, that's where it's going to happen. So be prepared for it. Don't be oh my God, I'm so shocked. Don't ever be shocked, because you expect anyone to be just who they are. And when people show you who they are the first time, believe them. That's a quote from Maya Angelou, that she knew just what she was saying, and she never lied. She never told a lie there. Okay? But anyway, let's get into these chats. Patrick say that he sent it to my Yahoo. Sister Tanya, welcome in. Greetings to you, sister. Hope you had an amazing time at your little pool gathering. I know you have fun when you go to the pool. Today I was mentioning to all my brothers and sisters that, I ended up adding on an extra 10 pounds today to my 120. So I'm benching right now my 130s. This week I move up, because you move up a notch. Whatever you're doing, add a little extra to it. Feel the burn a little bit. So that's what I was doing. I added a little bit to it so I can feel the burn, so that way I can improve, and the things that needs to shed off will shed off, and hopefully I get my nice back one day, because this big back is no joke. Okay, we need to make sure we are benching and squatting all the right amount of weights, but always improve yourself. What you did yesterday, do a little bit better today. Don't keep going around in cycle like the guy that I talked about in the blue pants, when he kept telling God, cut off a little bit of my cross. It's too heavy. And he kept murmuring and complaining. And then by the time he got to the bridge to cross, he didn't have, his cross was his bridge, but he didn't have no bridge. You know why? Because at the end of the day, guys, he ended up complaining, and his blue cross could not fit to go on the other side, so he never made it to the next season of his life. And sometimes we must push through. Distractions is good. Misunderstanding sometimes is good. Everything that go on in your life, in your cycle of life, is good, because you're going to learn from it. You're going to adjust yourself. And when you move into the next seasons, guys, I always tell you guys that sometimes some people, it's just not meant for your next season in life, and you have to cut. You cut ties. One thing about that, Minister Mars said that wasn't, he was just staying true. You just got to cut it. It sounds harsh, Pastor always talk about it, but you just got to cut it. You just got to do what you got to do, so that you can move to the next season in your life. Not everybody is going to be a part of that season. Not everybody is going to be able to go to that next season with you, because it's not their assignment, it's your assignment. Sometimes people stay behind because they keep complaining, and and their cross end up being shortened. So they got to start all over again. So sayonara, abiri gudi. I think that's what they say, abiri gudi. That's what I love to watch Food Network, guys. So Food Network, that's what they talk about. Let's go back in these comments. Patrick T say, check junk mail from Trinitarians. Patrick, you got jokes. Yes, we're gonna check the junk mail. You see, I didn't do it. My automatically my email set probably put you, selected. They're like, oh, he's not a oneness. We going straight to the trash. You never know. I didn't do it, Pat. It was the email that did it to you. So, no pun intended. I'm just saying I didn't receive it from in my mailbox, probably in the junk box. He said junk mail from Trinitarians. You got Joe. Greetings, Goyo. Goyo, I asked you last time, brother, if your name is Valen or Valen. Is that your name or your last name? Valen. I was asking you what's your real name, but you said Mr. Ham gave you that name, so I didn't want to interfere with you and Mr. Ham name with Goyo instead of Goya. So at the end of the day, welcome in, brother. Welcome in. How's your workouts going, brother? How are you doing at the gym? Did you increase from last week to this week? Or you're still doing the same little jab? What are you doing? What's up with the gym? What's up with the gym, brother? He said, it's always good to check ourselves. Yes, it is. Check yourself. And sometimes when you check yourself and you check that junk mail, sometime in life, life is just like receiving an email. Have you all received emails from different individuals or scenario, and you be like, okay, this one is going to inbox. Oh, this one right here, this is going to the junk mail. And then sometimes you go back and you recheck and you say, I put that person by junk mail. Let's see if I put it by junk mail for a mistake. And then you turn around and you take it out your junk mail and you try to put it, put it back in the inbox. And sometimes you got to just stiff that thing right back in the junk mail because you got it right the first time. Okay? You got it right the first time. But yeah, Patrick T, I'm definitely going to go and check the junk mail because like you mentioned, you said it, that the Trinitarian emails go directly to the junk mail. I want to make sure that you know that you said it because we don't want to mess it up. All right, hold on, guys. I have to turn off my car, and I think that's why my car was not able to start the last time, because what I did was Is the sound still on? No sound again? Oh my gosh. You see? Greetings, brother. Hi, brother. Are you rooted tonight? Sounds good. Oh, it sounds good now. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. I was like, what's going on? Every time I come in here, something is going on. So brother Goyo, what I was updating everybody was, by the way, go ahead and hit that like button. Okay. I'm seeing 6 of you all up in here and only, come on guys. Hello. Greetings, Sister Davis. Welcome in. Hope all is well with you. Today we are just reminiscent, like I mentioned to you guys, on how we must improve ourselves from moving from one week to the next week. And sometimes people improve themselves daily when others sometimes would need a week, a month. Sorry about that. Some people need more time because they need time to forgive themselves. You see, forgiveness is one thing when you forgive others, but sometimes we need to learn to forgive ourselves, and that sometimes keeps us in a cycle as well during our process of growth. So today what I'm talking about is adding value to you by increasing and looking for around your surroundings and eliminating the distractions. I also mentioned that today on, if I'm not mistaken, I think Brother Jeremy's going on in a little bit, and he's going to be talking about, I think it was patience. I'm not 100% sure, but I definitely want to make sure that you guys are going to check out Brother Jeremy. I know that Brother Bob T came on yesterday. Go and support your brothers. Go ahead and support your brothers and your sisters. Make sure that you guys are out there doing, giving that little like, or just dropping in and dropping out. But I was also today not only talking about adding value to yourself by increasing and making yourself better on a daily basis, sometime on a weekly basis. And today I choose joy. I choose happiness. I choose to smile. I choose to have peace within my surroundings. So, and also I choose the gym today. When I woke up this morning, I was excited, I was happy, and I ended up going to the gym. And I was telling my brothers and sisters prior to the ones that just coming in that I added value to myself when it come to my fitness, because not only am I doing, I'm 10 pounds more heavier than what I was last week. So make sure if you are on your health and fitness journey that you're adding on, so that way you can push through and, start chiseling it. Because this big back ain't no joke, okay? We need to get it all chiseled down. Y'all know, no, we can't show our backs and stuff, but, for those that's married can, and, to their husbands, but the ones that's not, they're just preparing, so one day in the future they'll be able to show their back. But you want to have a nice little back, and not with no extra layers on it. So go ahead, if you're working on your health and fitness journey, whatever you're doing, make sure you're adding on and doing a little bit more. I know Sister Tanya mentioned to me that she is working on, her pool. So she's going to the pool, and she started off her 3 days, and she said her body was not working the way that she would want it to, like it was a little bit too much. So she started off to making sure that she got in there 2 days out of the week, and that's going good for her. So sometimes, guys, listen to our bodies, and if your body is telling you that you can do a little bit more, go and do it. Just don't overdo it. Always remember, don't be like Paulette. Don't overdo it when it comes to your fitness, because then you're going to be knocked off for another week or two trying to recover, okay? But it was good to know that. I know Goyo is also in the gym. He is back in the gym. Last time, I think, didn't you run like 10? I think you told me you ran or hiked for 10 miles or something. I was like, oh my gosh. Goyo is doing his thing, and everybody is on their journey trying to improve themselves, trying to be better. If yesterday you were at one space, make sure that you today is on a different level, guys. Let's not hold on to situations and stuff that's hindering us our growth, okay? So yesterday was one day, today is another day. Choose the right things. Choose kindness, choose peace, choose encouragement, choose inspirational things, choose things to make you happy, choose happiness. Please choose happiness and stop choosing misery. Nobody want to be hanging around nobody that's miserable and always have something negative to say about A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Nobody want to hear all of that. Just stop, okay? Let's choose joy, okay? And joy comes from within. So you know you got to put a little work in. If you don't have no joy in you, you need to get some. All right. I was also mentioning that Minister Mars talked about Joseph, and how Joseph wanted to make sure that his brothers had changed. He wanted to make sure his brothers had changed, and he did. On my post, I posted the sermon. I'm not going to go all into it, but that was beautiful, because sometimes we have, individuals around us, and sometimes change needs to be done, and we have to do what needs to be done. So he was given the story of how when he met his family for the first time after all the years after they had sold him in, not knowing that it was God who put him in a place ahead of time for that day. And he wanted to make sure that his brother had changed and they were not in that same old clothes. Can we change our clothes for a little bit? Can we get out of those feces clothes? Can we remove it and put on some new clothes, guys? Sometimes life, holding on to things and being bitter, it's like going and take a shower, and you in the work clothes that you had on all day, after your clean body, you turn around and put them on again. Sometimes dragging all of that bitterness with you from 200 years ago up to today, it's only hindering your growth process. Sometimes things is said or done on constructive criticism, and it's not easy. It's not easy, guys, but we must learn what was the story within it. How can I grow? I remember I was on the other day, and Brother Jeremy just said something so profound. He said, don't focus on the pain, focus on the lesson. Constructive criticism is not easy. And you ain't no, Albert Einstein for nobody to question you. Life is going to move forward. People is going to be people. And sometimes in life, you can't focus on the pain. We have to focus on the lesson that we learn. So today, I'm focusing on the lesson that I've learned. And I'm moving forward with it, letting go of all the distractions and all the things that's working. Because the devil, let me tell you, you think you're working hard to get that Holy Ghost? Well, let me tell you a secret. Come here. The devil is working harder. The devil is working harder. Yesterday on my Facebook page, I posted a monkey minding his own business. And it said, this is how unbothered I am by the distractions. And the cobra snake was trying to get at him, looking attention. And he was eating his banana, and all the snake was trying to wrap around him. And the monkey grabbed the snake and threw it around the neck. And the moral of the story was, that's how we must handle distractions. That's how we must handle situation that comes into our lives. No pay no attention. I see it is there. I knew he saw the snake, the cobra winning snake right in front of him, trying to get at him. But you know what he did? He was unbothered. Do not stay stuck in a place that you end up bitter, that you end up in that funky water because you refuse to change. Change is not easy, but it's necessary. And if you continuously, consistently keep going around the same circle and you're not moving forward, it's because you need to check you. So I had to pull over and check myself, because that's the only how I want me to be better. And I need to make sure that all the feces is being cleaned out of my worship. And Minister Mars didn't only talk about the feces in the worship, he talked about individuals around you with feces in their worship, and you hanging around. Sometimes you may get a little stink. And he talked about it. He talk about sometimes you just got to keep moving forward when it even your family members. Even family members sometimes can be that distraction to move you away from what your purpose is. And some of us don't even know what our purpose is. So we are just lost and confused in the sauce. Let me get into these comments, guys. Okay, so I see you guys hearing me. Goya to Sister Davis. Welcome, Sister Davis. Hello, Brother Bob T. Welcome in, brother. Hope all is well. Can you all hear me now? No sound. No sound. She probably going to read it in 10 minutes. Let's go, yo. Go, yo. You're supposed to be my friend. Oh my God, brother, but you're right. You're so right. Brother, you're right. And I love when my brothers and sisters, they do call out, but they call out right. Don't call out with no secondary agenda. Call out right. He said it right. I probably will continuously was been talking and not knowing if I had a sound or not. And now he said you can hear me. No sound, no sound, no sound. Yes, sound is back. Okay, there we go. Hello, Brother Endure. You're back. I'm back. Yes, I am. Brother Baptiste said, are you rooted tonight? Yes. Yes, we are rooted over here, you know, getting ready to just finish up the gym, and we are definitely focusing in, but we are also, you know, my conversation today is about elevating yourself, adding value to you and not staying stagnant in the funky water, eliminating the feces in your worship so you can grow within your faith. And today it was just, you know, we're just talking to talk. We're just talking to talk. There we are. Let's see. Sister Davis say, yes, the sound is back. Brenda, greetings, Brother Endure. Yes, please hit the like button, bro. Bob T. Okay, I only burned 100 calories. After that, I was done. Only 100 calories after 10 miles? Come on, bro. Are you serious? 10 miles, 10 chapters a day challenge? Look at you, Patrick. But Brother Endure is in here. You're gonna soon get it. All right, Pat. You is something else. Hold on. Let me see up in here. Listen in the background. Thank you, Sister Davis. Endure, greetings, Sister Paulette. Choose joy is wonderful. And it can be painful at times, but it will pay off in the end. Yes, brother. Joy, choosing that is definitely painful, because sometimes you're going through trials and tribulations. Sometimes you're getting constructive criticism and you have to choose joy. It's not, it don't even sound right. It sounds like curdled milk in that moment in time. But once you stop, you reflect, you acknowledge, probably analyze a little bit, cry a little tears, and you just have to keep it moving. Sometimes you got to just let things go and just keep it moving. And that's what I've been using for the longest. But definitely it's hard. It's hard to choose joy, because joy comes from within, and sometimes we don't feel like joyful. Some days I don't feel joyful. Some days I don't feel like it. I just feel like I want to, you know, when the flesh kicks in, Brother Endure, I just want to call up and pull up on some folks, you know. It's like I'm in gym minding my own business, and a sister came to me. She said, your scarf that you have on your head, it looks like a baby diaper. Now at that moment I had to choose joy. I had to laugh, because at the end of the day, she don't know why I have the scarf on and why I have it all tucked in the back, you know. But for her, she was just asking a question. I can kill her for asking a question. I had to stop. I had to reflect. I had to acknowledge what she said. And I laughed about it, and she laughed about it. And you know what? I didn't take it personal. I kept it moving. But she told me today, she said, oh, your headscarf, it looks, she said, why you have it tucked in? It look like a baby diaper. You know, I have the two little, the only reason I put these two things in my head, because when I work out, I sweat a lot. And when I sweat, basically all my hair get fuzzy, and I don't like it. So I put it up in these little buns. She didn't know all that. I didn't have to go into details, but at least some people are noticing your head tie. Yeah, your head tie. You in the gym. Yeah, hot. But you know, we got to do what we got to do. And I couldn't make her turn around and try to destroy my whole day. Oh, please. Oh, no. I just educated her. I told her, no, it's not a diaper. And I said, that's funny you did that. But it's not a diaper. It's I tucked it in because I was working out. And she said, oh, okay. And she went about her business. But sometimes people can be bold just like that. Greetings, Sister Bond. Okay. Yikes, 10 miles only. Gee, Sister Tanya. Well, thank you, ma'am. God bless you. Amen. There you go. See, Goyo has a total, did 10 miles, but he said he only did 100 calories. That don't even sound accurate. You had a bootlegged watch on, brother Goyo, because normally you should have had like 1,000 and something calories after 10 miles, walk, run, or hike. It should have been a little bit more. No, she didn't with the baby diaper. She sure did, brother Endure. And you know what I did? I smiled. I laughed. It was funny though. It was funny. Life is too short, guys. Life is too short to be all stressed out and all in your feelings. Get out of your feelings. Because at the end of the day, nobody cares. Now, you imagine if I had got an attitude with that lady, like, what do you mean the baby diaper? Then who was going to get out of their seat? I would have been the one out of my seat. So all I had to do was acknowledge what she said and responded. And when I responded to her, I said, ha 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 ha. I said, that's not a diaper. But it looked like a diaper. And honestly, when I look at it, it's like these are two little legs. You know, it does look like a diaper. But at the end of the day, that's just how 1,000 me sorry about. Oh, okay, there you go. Okay, there we go. Hold on, let me check in these notes. Well, hurry, yes, baby, diapers are in fashion. Yes, that's what I told. Brother Dor, you always have something to make me laugh. That's so funny. Yeah, that's it. You know, diapers are always in fashion. You better believe it. So hopefully she laughed after, you know, when I told her, I said I had to tuck it in because it was too long. So it was hitting my neck and I was bench like squatting. So I didn't want to like pull it off or make it come off. So that's why I did that. But that's what's going on, guys. Let's see. Brother John said, like and subscribe, comment, support. There you go. Thank you, John Smith. I appreciate you. Endure. Ain't no way 10 miles is 100 calories. That's what I was saying. But Sister Tanya clarified it. And she said it was a mistake. It was a little typo. She missed a 0. No problem, Sister Tanya. See, I do 10 miles. So I know for sure it wasn't 100. I was like, oh my God. So Goyo says, I really don't want to lose weight. Well, I want to lose weight, Goyo. I can tell you that. But I understand you want to gain muscle. So that means that you're probably your nutrition is different. Then you're probably eating up some nice little carbs as you're getting all your protein. How are you doing it, Brother Goyo? Are you doing your calorie counting, you know, when they're talking about your micronutrients and all that stuff? Just asking, just in case. I didn't say 10 miles. Oh, it wasn't 10 miles. Oh my God, Goyo, it's Monday now. You got everybody confused. So tell us, how many miles was it? Was it 10 miles? 10 steps? I know it wasn't 10 steps, Brother Goya. Come on now. Go ahead. It probably was 10 steps for... How much did you do? Huh? Brother Goya. He said he didn't know. So, Sister Tanya, we both need to apologize and just wait for him to respond because I was off too. I definitely thought that he had did 10 miles. But I give him 10 miles and you give him 100 calories. Oh my, I don't remember. Okay, Brother Gory, no problem. No problem. Well, anyway, guys, if you guys have any extra last remarks, you can please drop it in the comments so I can read it. Otherwise, it was nice talking to you guys. It's Sunday, so joyful Monday. Not Sunday, it's Monday. You messed up again. I messed up too, sis. Don't worry. I was right behind you. Okay. We all messed up. We just apologize for it and keep it moving. Okay. Brother Goy understands. I know I burned 100 calories. See, he said 100 calories. So you only did 10 steps, Brother Goy. You're talking about 10 miles. You only probably did 10 steps from the bedroom to the refrigerator. Eh? That's what happened. 100 calories. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, but 100 calories, whew, that's That's nothing. That was from the bedroom to the refrigerator and back to the bedroom. 100 calories right there. Just messing with you, brother Goyo. No problem. I understand. About the meal, I just eat once a day. Oh, you're on the OMAD. Are you fasting? So you're fasting um for like 21 hours, and then you're no 20 hours, and then you're eating four, or are you just doing just the one meal, the OMAD, on your diet? I used to try that OMAD thing, and guys, I don't know. I think I would eat the whole hog after, because I would start off and I'll be doing good. I can fast. Like right now, I'm on the low fast thing. I have not eaten anything yet. Everything good to go. However, though, when you see Paulette pull up to her house, everything in the refrigerator plus what's outside the refrigerator is going into her mouth. That's how, you know, it makes you just more hungry, I feel, unless you're eating the right things. No, I just do the one meal. Okay, so you just do OMAD. And which meal is that, brother Goyo? Do you do you do breakfast one meal, a big breakfast, a big lunch, or a big dinner? Which one do you eat? If you want to gain anything, hopefully it's dinner that you're eating. I'm just saying, because if you're eating breakfast and you want to gain muscle, you want to go to bed with some. Trust me, I know the secret of how to gain it. Okay, make sure. I take medication, so it makes me so hungry. That I don't even take the medication; it makes me hungry. So I can imagine. I can imagine. But anyway, guys, I just want you all to know it was so fun. Quick little live today. I just wanted to come on and say hello to you guys. Today is Monday. Tomorrow's Reset Tuesday. And we have a topic for you guys already. And I just want you all to know, stay tuned for that. But at 1 o'clock, Brother Jeremy's coming on. Go show support to Brother Jeremy's channel. He's going to be talking in regards to patient. Okay, so you do a big meal around 6. So that's good because you're doing nighttime. So that's perfect. So Sunday's sermon wasn't put on YouTube. Yeah, Sunday's sermon wasn't put on YouTube, brother. But it was sent. We have a SharePoint, so it was shared in private. Patrick, the one. I'm not going to say Patrick, but you said it though. The ones that's not in the junk mail gets the message, but because you were in the junk mail, Pat, you didn't get the memo. I'm so sorry. But they did have sermon, and the sermon on Sunday, and brother Dan, Dan the man. Let me tell you, brother Dan did that on Sunday. His message was so profound, just what was needed. And the song that he did after, at the ending, I thought that just stayed in my head singing. If you all noticing on my post portion, I'm just sharing with you guys what I'm currently listening to at the time. So, but yeah, it wasn't on the YouTube channel, Pat. It was sent out on I think not SharePoint, but we have an email roster that it sends to. So that's what happened. You didn't see it. But hopefully they televise it this week, so that way you can get to chime in and see, Goyo said, I eat cheap meals 2 days a week, or sometimes 3. You mean cheap meal? Are you on the Marie Calendar meal? That cheap or cheat? Que estás robando? Cheap, ese, like, que, I don't even know what to say it in Spanish. I'll tell you the truth. I just had a trabalengua. I think you meant cheat meal, meaning that you eat anything, spaghetti, you eat anything for 2 days a week, or sometimes 3. That's what you meant, right? So that's good, because you're not going to just run out all your adrenalines. If you be doing OMAD for too long, you're going to stay stagnant. Let me tell you, this stagnant thing is serious, because anything that you're doing repetitively for too long, you're going to be stuck there, guys. You got to change. So if you're doing OMAD, and I like that you say 2 to 3 days out of the week you just eat whatever and you just come off of it. It's good because your metabolism and everything is going to kick in, and it will help, will not drain out all your adrenalines. I think that's what they call it. But yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, cheat. I know what you mean. I was like, you know what he talking about, cheap meal. You talking about taquitos and la salsita, salsita, taquito y carne asada. And that's not cheap, because I went to Mexico, and let me tell you, even though their food is delicious, it's they're talking about peso, 1 million de pesos. I'm like, I ain't buying that. I was gonna starve. I wanted to buy a dress. The dress was so expensive. It was like 2,000. It said dollar sign by it. I was like, for that? Oh my gosh, no. So long story short, pesos, it looks like a dollar sign, but it's not a dollar sign. So when you go visit Mexico, you would see it looking like a dollar sign, but that's mean pesos. So it does the conversion and everything for you. But when you first go to Mexico and you don't know any better, and you go in those stores, you're like, I ain't hungry at all. I am full. You make me think of my mama food. Yes, carne asadita. I remember when I went to school to learn Spanish, right? So my nephew came and visit one day. He was so upset. He was like 5 years old, and everybody will pass and say, tortillas, tortillitas con las quesadillas. And they were passing, and he would get up and he would be so upset. Why these people out there? But that just to show the work ethic of people. Let me tell you, if you're coming from any different country, you would see their work ethic is through the roof. Most of us lay down in bed and wait for the sun to burn us through the sheets, when other people is up by the crack of dawn, and it's a habit, it's a work ethic. Okay, when you see any foreigner come in this country, they coming in because they already know what work look like, and the difference is they're getting paid for it. That little $1 to $2 that everybody be like, I ain't doing that, and skinning up y'all nose like, I don't want that, I would never work for that. Well, other people come in, guys, and for them that's like bread and butter, and they will work, and they work good. Okay, they'll be like similar like John, when John, the story I mentioned with John the other day, where he's like, I work so hard, the boss have to tell me to sit down. That's how foreigners come in, some of them, and they put their pedals to the metal, and they make that shmoney, guys, while everybody else complaining and criticizing and condemning. Those people are working, making their hard-earned money, and back home living rich, because the dollar is it's like, wow, the dollar goes through the roof. That's the appreciated that's the appreciate people. Yeah, they appreciate when you hear them say, oh, the land, the land of the free. And you know, this is the where, this is where, you know, the saying, go, you remember the saying when they say you are coming to America, this is, I can't remember the saying of it, but they'll do a saying and say, you know, when you come up here, it's freedom. You're gonna work, and you're gonna work hard, and you don't gotta tell a foreigner to work hard. They know what they gotta do, because they've been doing it all their life. You imagine getting up at 3 in the morning, making your tortillas and having them ready for 4:30. So your young little son, before he get ready to go to school, has to go out, sell all those tortillas, and come back home, bring the money to mom so she can make more tortilla and have lunch for when he gets home. And he's gonna go to bed, go home, sometimes go to school with no food. He just gone. That's why when they come to this country, they take advantage of it, and everybody criticize, condemn, and complain. The ones that came in legally is one thing. However, all of them has work ethics. And the ones that's doing foolishness, well, they messing it up for everybody else. But the ones that can work, they can work. So I appreciate that. They got so many says. I don't know which one you're talking about. I was just wanting you to just post any saying, because I know they normally say the land of the free, land of opportunity. You know, that's what they call America here. You know, but sometimes a lot of them come in. Some of them have their degrees and stuff, and they can still work and clean a table, clean a back, do whatever, because they know the importance and the value of that dollar back home, and that family member is waiting on it, you know, and that they're waiting on it patiently. But anyway, guys, we are already been on here now for 50 minutes, and I don't want to over talk too much. I just wanted to come on here and just, you know, just share a little bit of Monday love with you guys, and letting you guys know to choose joy today. Choose joy, choose peace. Okay? And if anything is hindering your surroundings, cut it off. Unbotheredly. Boldly cut it off. It's okay. If you have to block, block. If you got to delete, delete. But whatever is around you that's hindering you from your faith walk, in Jesus' name. Y'all have a blessed day, guys. I'll see you on the next one tomorrow. It's Reset Tuesday, and I have a topic that I want to share with you guys, and I think it's very important. Okay? Talk to you all later. I love y'all. Thanks for coming in. To everybody that came in, to all my moderators, I just want to say I appreciate you, Brother Goyo. I'm going to put you as a mod because you all time coming in here supporting, and I appreciate you. Brother Goyo said, I hear you on that, Sister Paulette. My Appa and Amma was hard-working people. Yeah. And that is something that you can't take from them. You can't take that from them. Some of them, they know how to work. And yet you have some that's violent, or some of them that's doing the wrong things. You're gonna have a little bit of everything. It's like even anything that you do, you're gonna have the good, the bad, and the ugly. You join holiness, you got the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, because we got to deal with people. Okay, so everywhere you go, it's gonna have good, the bad, and the ugly. You have your own family members. You have the good, the bad, and the ugly. You go to the gym, you have people telling you that you have a diaper on your head. You got the good, the bad, and the ugly. But you know what? Choose joy. Choose peace. Choose happiness. Be patient. Be kind. And always choose God. Love y'all. Deuces.